Okay, I think we're rocking. Yep. Just hello to everybody. Let me get a little closer to the mic. It's our next session of Flashpoint campaign Southern Storm. I have Jan from Let's Play History.
Hello.
And John from our fellow IKS member. We're picking up where we left off last time. We are at 0240 hours, July 21st, 1989. It was a good day, if I remember. Don't remember very well, but so this is where we're at. Let's just take...
Yeah, just one quick note for everybody interested who's watching that, I think today or yesterday, I can't quite remember. The new update was published, Maple Leaf, which can be downloaded via the Slytherin Matrix website, which adds a Canadian campaign and the updates we've been looking for regarding standoff range and all that stuff.
Oh, lovely.
But I haven't checked it out already, so...
Yeah, I have not loaded that, but maybe we can do like a shorter thing where we kind of take a look at what they did for that. That'd be kind of nice.
Yep.
All right, so let me, instead of just hopping around, let me go a little bit. Let's zoom out a little bit, get a better view of everything.
Yeah, what happened last time? The Soviets unleashed artillery, gas, and chemical strikes.
Yeah, they went all out. They were scared. They knew who they were facing. Said, wait, Jan's on the other side. We better go in full NBC.
Yeah.
There's gonna be tactical nuke strikes coming.
Yeah, I'm assuming the masks came on there. I don't know. Take that into account or not.
Yeah, those poor suckers are all in Mop 4 now.
Yeah, these guys. I don't know if it shows up. The morale is 37% versus. Yeah, it's definitely affected their morale. If you can see here,
it does.
let's see. So readiness has gone down. Let's see if that. Yeah, pretty sure it affected both.
Even the simplest tasks become exhausting. You can't breathe. You can't move. You're walking around in Bozo the Clown shoes, those giant over rubber boots that tie up. Good God. Terrible things.
And then we have identified two Hein G2s, which are they are Rec Heinz, which I've never run into before in many other games. So that's kind of interesting. The Mi-24Ks. Those are interesting. And it usually means that there is an artillery barrage coming soon. So we might want to take that into. I think that's the way it was described as far as what its purpose is. So we'll see what happens in this area. Let's see, what do we got down here? This is the FARP. Yeah. And let's take a quick look before we make too many decisions as to maybe there's some reinforcements coming up. So we might want to kind of figure out where they're heading in. And that kind of get a good idea for, where is that under? That is under logistics. Here we go. Okay. So arriving in 5 minutes, which is well within our time here. Let's see. It looks like we're going to swap over pretty quickly to their turn order, by the way. And it looks like they're going to get a second adjustment there too. So this is interesting. And I think that a lot of this has to do with this still being high.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if the readiness. It could even be that this coming down in readiness might be affecting that just a little bit. We don't know. All right, so this, and we got some artillery coming in as well. What do we have here?
Yeah, self-propelled artillery and some mortars 5 minutes later. What is that?
Yep, here we go. And then again, continued Ooh, there. That's what we're waiting for. All right. I can show you my prowess with helicopters in this game, which has not been historically very good. So please give me as much input as you can on that, because I've been sucking big time on that. All right.
So are the cardinal directions on here north at the top, south at the bottom, as we're looking at
the
it?
overall orientation.
No.
You mean just as far as the orientation of the map in general?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would think so. That's been how I've been.
I think it's interesting. I wonder how well modeled this is. The wind direction is coming from the southeast at 1 meter. Is it 1 mile per second? Or no, 1 meter per second, whatever that is. I can't see it.
That's some damn
It's
strong
too
wind.
small. Yeah, it's really small. I can't see it. But it's coming from the southeast, and they just gassed us up there, which the wind is going to be taking all that gas back towards them.
That's a very Soviet thing to do. So
yeah, so I'm curious as to how if that's modeled at all. If there's
I'm
a
not
drift,
quite sure.
yeah, if the gas drifts at all.
I haven't seen that happening, either with smoke. So,
and I would assume
might be that the wind strength is just a modifier to how quickly it disappears again.
Yeah, it could be. So what do you think the odds are that the area they just chem the hell out of is where they're planning on going?
Yeah, possible.
Well, basically, I mean,
I would think that that's probably what's going to happen, but then I think that's why they sent the helos down here to kind of check out
see what we have
to do. Yeah.
So what we need to do, I think the most important thing is to stop the infantry company rushing to the west to the objective X, because that will just be sniped away by the Heinz.
Well, that Heinz isn't armed, right? It's a recon.
Yeah, from what I can
but
tell.
He's gonna drop artillery on those guys. You can bet on that. Probably in the hex they're in, and every hex up to the objective point.
I'm just trying to see. I thought we had a SAM unit.
We do have ADA over there with the tanks.
Here's a Stinger.
But I don't know how close they got to get for that.
Yeah, there we go. I mean, we can push them up to here, maybe. I think
just make them a target.
Yeah.
Where are they moving right now?
Right now, they're going there anyway. Do we want to?
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
Okay, so we'll concentrate. Let's take a look at all these, and we'll move around. We'll move kind of. We'll take care of these guys. Take care of these guys. Take care of these guys, and then we'll move through here. So, let him go. Let him continue. Any objection to that?
No.
Nope.
Let's see where these guys are headed. These guys are headed here. Do we want to push anybody through? Give them something to think about here instead of letting them.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I don't think they're coming up through those mountains and woods up there. I think they're just going to take, if they come in there at all, they're just going to take that objective point up there. And then they're going to go either down the road this way, down the road in both directions, essentially towards the objective point in our west and the objective point in our northeast.
Well, okay.
But if their objective is to cut off Fersheim or whatever it is, isn't that what their objective is?
The objective is just to secure the crossing of the river. Right. So they don't have any objectives at Forchheim or beyond the river, basically.
So, yeah. All right. Yeah,
So
let's,
I mean, it
let's
really
roll
depends on their battle plan, right? I believe there could be a battle plan that has them push through the hills in the center or push on Forchheim.
Why don't we?
Although the chemical strike,
It might help. It might help if I put the paths on so we can see
Yeah.
where everybody's still going. So that's a nice little function. So we know we're pushing here. I don't. Okay. So my first question to this is, I'm assuming we don't want to push beyond that.
No, I
Yeah,
don't think so.
Okay. And let's just take a look. These guys are pretty. We had set them up pretty
Mhm.
pretty straightforward.
Yeah,
here.
and the way we set these guys up, they're going to have field
Yeah,
of
they're
view,
gonna
field of fire on
Right.
those objectives. So,
And I think we were
So-
pretty. I think we were pretty direct in changing SOPs based on where we were ending up, as far as them being able to fall back. I think my only question is whether or not we just want to keep these guys sitting here or not. I mean,
well, they're still alive, and
right,
we kind of need the eyes out there. So,
right. I just don't know if we need to. I feel like almost moving them at this point will become a negative, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And especially with the off-map artillery arriving next turn, we'll need the eyes there on the river crossings. Yeah, that's the big issue, right? With the
I think my main question is, my main thought here is, do we need to do something else with this rad here, this air defense unit? Does this guy maybe need to come up,
if you push him any far forward, he may never get there alive.
Right. Yeah. So okay.
And that helicopter is not going to just hang there. I suspect it's probably going to, if it hasn't spotted stuff it wants to drop artillery on, it's probably going to do a little more moving around. And when it moves around, it may just come right in front of one of those stingers, and that'll be the end of it.
We'll see if he comes up anymore.
Never interrupt your enemy when he's making a mistake.
So just go for it.
Yeah, let's roll it. Let's clarify the situation.
We have the file saved anyway. So there you go. All right, let's go. That's a lot of resolution though. So that was my only. That's my only.
Yeah, and the big problem is with the reinforcements. They are just. I mean, the artillery will be on call, so they might be called in to put some strikes down, but everybody else who's arriving in that time frame will just be sitting around doing nothing.
Right, and it didn't seem like there were that many, heavy punch units coming up. So it's always going to be a concern. I don't know what else we could do. So let's go.
Yep.
There we go. So arrived off the map. They're both off map anyway. So is that the dissipation?
The gas is beginning to go away. And there's a new one.
Go again.
Now we're starting to see something.
Yeah. Yeah. Now we got them down here coming in. Now, what do they have there?
Coming on the Autobahn, no.
I'm just wondering if they're going to be pumping anything in here. Coming into dawn. What is this? Doesn't change illumination. Doesn't seem to affect much yet. Aha! Here comes my fun. All right.
They don't seem to know those Cav Scouts are out there, or there'd be strikes on them now.
Mm-hmm. No.
I mean, they're not hitting them; they're just blanketing the area.
Very high. Oh,
Great. Really?
that's unfortunate. As you can see, the next command cycle is probably going to take 45 minutes. Wow.
Oh, geez.
So now the superiority has changed. I'm just trying to think, what does that really indicate to us? Just because we have an area in it now, it kind of swapped, I guess. I guess my Apache trunks are behind there. Oh, there's a unit right there, isn't there? Right?
What is it though?
See if I can.
Some scouts as well. Okay.
Those 19 Deltas did their job.
They're dropping even more smoke. Okay.
Am I hearing air units inbound as well? I hope not.
That's interesting. The scouts decided to go down the slope into the smoke.
Okay, let me just fit this for a second. I'm gonna save it just in case. Okay, so what has changed? We've got units here that we have not identified. They are classified as reconnaissance, at least for now.
Sure.
I don't know what that could be. As well as here. There we go. So, obviously very similar unit size from what we can tell. Okay.
Yeah, what I think is interesting that the central recon unit of ours, they decided to, just because they spotted the enemy, decided to move down that slope into the smoke. They weren't under fire or anything. It's just because they have a high initiative, so they decided to do that.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, let's go look at that. Just want to take a look at what it is set to. Actually, it's slight.
How'd that happen?
Was the enemy then within 2 hexes? Don't believe so.
Maybe they saw more than we saw as it went. I don't know.
Who knows?
Let's take just a quick look at these guys too. Okay, these guys are slight too. Do we want to adjust that?
Yeah, I thought we had it on. I thought, like Jan said, I thought we had it on. What is it, generous or whatever it is?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it doesn't. I don't know why it would be wrong. Just because these guys are pretty unique on the map too. In other words, I don't remember us doing anything else.
Maybe that was one of the first changes we made, and which wasn't applied because the closing the window doesn't apply the changes.
All right, let's change that. Let's take a look. You want it generous then?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And I think that these are the only 3 it'll tell me. Right.
Wait a second. It did only apply to this unit because of the scope. If you change that scope thing there to default, yeah, and now apply it to all units of the same type. Yep.
There we go.
There you go.
That might have been it. We might have thought it went through. I personally think that they should. I might ask them to possibly put a dialogue up. If you've changed something and you close it, it should
give a
say
warning. Yeah.
save changes. Right. Maybe, maybe.
Okay, so what do we have? We have the mortars. We need to decide where we want to send the mortars and the helicopters. And we have the off-map artillery. One battery available.
The heal unit that came in. Yeah, let's take care of the mortars first. Let's see what the ranges are. All right, that's that. What is that? No, that's kind of weird. Oh.
What are you looking for?
Well, I was just seeing what this special was. I don't think I ever used that before. I was just here. I'll do a mouse over. It says show the special overlay last.
Yeah, I think for example, if the unit has radar emitters and they are turned on, and you select that up there, that should be.
There we go.
Toggled with the special thingy.
Oh, no.
No, that's just the range. So I don't think the mortar carriers have radar. So.
What is that showing me? It's a little weird, isn't it? I don't know what that's on. Let me turn this off. It's like nothing's on here. Nothing's on here.
Yeah, it's kind of buggy sometimes concerning the toggles.
Driving them up here, this side of this, without going through there.
I think you want to put them in the center until we at least know where the main axis is going to be.
Yeah, what's the range of the mortars?
It's not a lot, so
No.
Yeah, that's just the command vehicle, the other one.
There we go.
Oh, that's much better.
No, that's the overall command. That's the one we're looking for.
Oh.
Yep. No. You were just hovering above the unit. No, that one. The one below. Yeah.
There you go.
There it is.
Does this have 2 HP?
Initially, you want to bring them up into this. What is this town in the center here?
This one?
Yeah.
Also?
Yeah. Okay. Probably want to bring them up in that vicinity so that the range will cover some of it, and then we can always do short movement once we decide where the main axis is.
Yep, sure. And send their headquarters with them. Not that one. That's the overall. Not that one. The other one. Yep. All right. And we have the helicopters and the off-map artillery.
Well, the helicopters, I think, and I would think you'd want to keep them in reserve until we know where their tanks are.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at that, though. There is a withdrawal of that in 42 minutes, so we got it's a use it or lose it.
Oh, is that right? Oh, well, that kind of
sucks.
So
we only have one. It looks like we only have one turn's worth. Look. Or one command. That's interesting. So it's going to withdraw 42 minutes.
Then I
so let's get
guess we put them on. Yeah, get them up there and put them on the hunt.
Now, we. Oh, fuck. Come on. I'll kind of bring them up here. Oh, come on. Kind of come here and come along the ridge.
Yeah, except probably more northeast from there, where that. Yeah, so they can use that terrain, the woods and
Come on.
the hills over here. But
I wish you could
just-
move it while you're doing it. Like more like this way.
yeah, but where that victory point location is,
This.
that one. Yeah, not all the way to it, but like on the ridge line, looking at it, because somewhere out there is probably where they are. But you could just have them hunt that whole area if you want.
Yeah, what you can do is basically sort of do a path along the wooded line there, the ridge line,
This
and
line?
then set the, because they are hunting, then we'll set the, yeah, like the we set the standoff range to 4 or whatever, 4 or 5. And because they are hunting, they will always try to return to that path, and then that way they will sort of fly close to the edge, then shoot, retire, and fly back, and so on.
Let us take a good look at the SOP on this. So. All right. We do want generous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's 3 of them. I'd say what, minimal,
Yeah.
but we don't get them for long. I don't know.
So let's throw them
I hate to
away.
make these decisions.
You want to sacrifice those poor Apache pilots?
But you know what? It's gonna be moderate today. I'm thinking.
Okay.
Let's see. Fire discipline.
Yeah, set the standoff range to 4 hexes, I would say.
I'm assuming this would affect accuracy, though, right? So
Yeah, it does. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but we're not ambushing with them. You want them to use their full load.
Mm-hmm.
after receiving any fire, probably. After taking any losses, maybe.
No, maybe.
All right. Let's see. Concealment.
Okay. Let's try.
Oh, there's 2.
Well, there's another one arriving later on.
Maybe, yeah, maybe he's just coming back on call or something. All right, cool, interesting. All right, I don't know if that's what they're trying to simulate there, but all right, let's do that. But then let's take a look at this, the unit dashboard. Okay. I just wanted to make sure that said hunt. Now, my only thing is this. Do we necessarily want them to screen at that point? You know what I'm saying? Like, is that going to affect it at all? The only options were hold or screen.
Yeah, hold doesn't make any sense for the helicopters anyway.
Right. All right. So I just want to make sure that looked right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I mean, I guess if the enemy is pushing along the river, then they'll be shot dry before they reach waypoint 5, and they automatically return to the forward air resupply point.
Oh, these are the A's. These are the early ones. Yeah. All right.
Okay. So then we have the artillery left to decide whether we want to put down a direct strike or leave them on call. I think 2 batteries arrived already. Yeah. The next one is coming in 11 minutes.
Oh, yeah. Here we go.
Yeah.
But we need to know what's there before they show up.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So, no detailed targeting report. Where is this? Okay, he's way down here. He ain't gonna get anywhere.
What do you think at this point? You want to probably leave the artillery on call.
Yeah, I'm even thinking maybe put one on counter battery fire.
Ah,
Okay.
yeah. Good thought.
Although
We
they are
cer-
4 kilometers away, but yeah, anyways.
Yeah, we don't want to waste a lot of shelling on a Soviet recon unit.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, and then we have one battery on call. The other one will be arriving in 11 minutes, will also be on call. And as the Soviets are probably bringing a ton of artillery with them, we have one on counter battery fire, which is good. Okay.
And these guys are not anywhere near anything. So
Yeah, that's just the mortar quarter. Yeah.
here's what's being called in too, by the way. Under the FSCC. Where is this? I wish they made this clickable, but it's 19.
Yeah, hyperlink on those would be cool.
1907, which would be about, which is here. Which I'm assuming they're calling in that, I hope, not on themselves.
Broken arrow.
0317. Yeah, so this guy, soft target. That's kind of interesting. They're calling in fire support on that. Okay. That could be interesting. All right. So
Maybe that's a lucky hit.
Let's just want to verify everything's going where we think it's going. Okay, so this guy's going here. You can turn all the paths on anyway. All right, so everybody here. I don't know if we.
I think the big question is, do we want to leave the forces in Forchheim, or do we think it's time to move them somewhere else? Because with the next command cycle went up to 47 minutes.
Oh.
This is because of electronic warfare and because we are getting more and more units. So I'm not quite sure if we can wait another turn to see how the situation changes, or whether we need to make the decision right now.
I think this unit is set up pretty well
Yeah.
for Overwatch.
Oh yeah.
You're concerned with just everybody here. I mean, we start moving people. It depends on where we want to end. We need to predict where we think we might need to be. I don't know if getting here, as we've seen, that this is not as rugged terrain as it's depicted necessarily, right? I don't know how close we can get to that either. Probably.
What's this little thumb here? I wish I could show you what I'm talking about.
Well, right now I'm at 25.
Can you zoom in? Yeah, can you zoom in right there?
Yeah, sure.
Just a little bit. I'm trying to see. I can't read the names up there. Okay, you get that. You got the big hill to the west of Buckenhofen, and then you've got that spur up there north of it. There. What's the LOS from that spur? Musselburg.
Hold on. Not very good. You really don't.
Might be bugged though. Maybe you select another unit and then go back there again with shift.
There you go. You're right.
Okay. Yeah, you can't see from inside those woods. You can't see anything. We'd have to get like right on the edge.
What about that then to the west?
There, down in that kind of region.
Right here. That's pretty good.
Oh,
right?
that's pretty close. It's pretty close already.
What about the hill just above it, where you were just a minute ago? Go west. Oh, not that far west. And now northwest. There you go. And then one more click, one more hex to the right. That one. Yeah, you
Pretty
can
visible.
see off.
Pretty good.
Right about there.
Can you see off the hill? Can you see what? As I'm looking at it, though, you won't be able to see like the objective hex areas.
Right. I don't think you are, and I
Mhm.
think that the smoke is helping that.
Mhm.
I would think that that's contributing to that fact.
Yeah. So. Yeah. Okay.
But do we,
Then we leave them there as they are in Forchheim.
Or you can move. You can start moving the tanks. You can move the tanks down to the road here in Buchenhofen, and then up that
Hmm.
road.
right here.
Toward exactly, so that they can get up on that hill
No, why not?
and leave the infantry in
Grab out
Fertheim.
Go here and then be able to go this way if we need to.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Screening or holding? Right, screening.
Yeah, screening.
Screen, yeah. Do the move from the first to the second waypoint as a deliberate movement.
There we go. Okay. Do we want to bring these tow capable? Are the tows?
I would leave them there. If the enemy should actually come down the autobahn, then we have someone to cover the area.
Yeah, I agree. You want to leave something that can kill tanks.
Okay.
Don't want to leave those infantry completely exposed.
Feel good?
Yeah.
I guess that's it.
What do you think, Jan?
Yeah, I'm a little bit
see-
concerned, but
I see the anxiety in your face. I was just about to say that. I can see the anxiety
Yeah.
in your eyes right now.
I'm wondering where. I
Jan
mean, like, how
worries-
far will they continue once they have the
All right, here we
bridge
go.
hit?
Jan worries about these pixelated soldiers.
Yeah.
Here we go. I love the snow. Good God, what is that?
People's chem detectors are going off all over the place. Uh-oh.
Oh, we got one.
Oh, yeah. Are those recon helicopters as well?
Hold on. No, there's behind these.
Uh-oh. Sweet.
Oh, please get them. Ah! Oh, shit. I can unzoom it if you'd rather it not pop back and forth, but I kind of thought we might want to see it a little bit better.
Yeah, maybe too.
I don't think we have any other sand in this area.
No, but we heard him.
Come on.
He did not like that.
Oh, it looked like he popped back. You see that? He popped back as if, I don't know if being this close to this one kind of popped him back.
Probably.
And now the A10 is showing up. I'd like to see at least one of their, I normally wouldn't want to see their armor units, but hopefully somebody might come into visibility.
The A10 might actually get sent in by the fire control center, so let's see.
Well, it's better that we see them than if we don't see them. What you see, you can kill.
Right.
A10 bounced. Unfortunate.
Ooh. The Apaches found themselves a target.
I'm pretty sure that was armor. If I heard the sound correct, it sounded like
Well, it was an ATGM they fired. It could have been a PC.
oh, where the hell is this?
Intercepted.
Oh, they must be. I think you were right,
But-
Jan. They might have been.
Yeah, because
Oh,
all of them. Ooh, we can see
Whoa.
pretty.
See him now. Oh,
Do they
somebody
destroy the
just got ripped up.
BMPs?
Ouch.
They're shredding through an assault column of BMPs there.
So what was interesting about that is that leads me to believe that the FCC they just sent another direction based on whatever limited intel we had. So I think it was probably good that we had these units here finding.
Yeah, for the airstrikes, there's sort of you can set an area target. I believe that is up to 3 hexes radius, and then once they sort of go in and attack or close in on the hex you have selected as the center point, then they look out for targets, and if there is such a column, they choose that. So because our scouts saw movement there, then they relayed that to the fire control and support center, and they sent in the A10s, and then the A10 came in and saw all the BMPs moving along and attacked them. For the airstrike, you don't have to actually have actual sights on the unit you're attacking.
I was wondering where their artillery was. They hadn't been using it.
Now we're seeing it at the dawn overcast. Well, this is as long as my helos have ever survived in this game. So we've called Guinness.
There's a big unit coming down that road.
The helicopters have occupied the victory point X.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what the logic is here. Oh, there we go. Ooh, not good. So hopefully he'll back off. If that, yeah, there we go. You see how he flipped around?
They're putting rounds on that Cav Scout unit.
Still alive, still alive.
Still alive. Wow. I think technically he's probably, I don't know if he's going back to the park or if he's going off that. Looks like there's another unit over here.
Well, I can see where we need to. I can see where we need to concentrate our artillery.
There's another hind that came up here.
Yeah, that's the one we attacked in the east. I think.
I feel like we might need to get this guy a little closer.
Lost another Kev skull there.
Okay, they've gone for now. And we got another run here coming. Warhogs.
Well, I can see a prime target for him up there.
Right? That's a big unit.
Yes, it is.
No jokes, please. Okay. All right. Well, now we're strong NATO. See, what I don't know is if that, as we can see here, yeah, okay, that's a little better. I don't know if that's all relative by headquarters that are on within certain ranges as well as electronic warfare going on, but as you can see, there's slowly creeping.
Oh, there they go. There go the warthogs.
They need to officially add the Bert.
I think we're putting a little bit of a hurt on those guys.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they have
Uh-oh.
have
chopper.
deployed a pioneer bridge there at Hallandorf. That's why they are all going there.
Do you think that's what they did there?
No, on the central VP. You see the red river crossing there to the south?
This
Yep.
one right here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
So we probably want to call artillery on Hallandorf
yeah.
and the
Right.
yeah, it's on
Yeah.
our side.
I know it's probably automatically doing this, but I always do this just because I'm paranoid. All right, so there we go. All right, now you want to go ahead and you want to do fire support first, then?
Yep. Quick and easy.
All right, so these guys are down yonder. They're nowhere near anything. These guys are off map artillery.
Yeah, those are the counter battery guys, and then we have 2 batteries which we can use.
And they are definitely to range
Yeah,
here,
yep.
like 20 kilometers. I'm
What
assuming
is that in freedom units?
neutralizing, or shall we counter smoke?
Neutralizing, yeah. We have eyes on that position, so that should be quite effective.
This large clump.
Yeah, on that one, and then we can use the other battery to target the other one, but that should be.
Is it possible to destroy the bridge with our artillery fire in this game?
I'm not sure about that. However, increase the rounds put down on that hex.
Oh yeah.
To, I don't know, 90 or whatever.
Blast it into
maybe.
the Stone Age.
80.
Yeah, maybe 80.
They can always get more shells.
Yeah, they can.
Okay. Good. Anything else?
Oh, that's good.
Okay.
And then we take the other one and maybe put down a barrage on the hex they are crossing into.
Here.
Yep. Although all the BMPs are. So let's maybe do 2. One there and one on the objective. Because all the BMPs and tanks the Warsaw Pact has are amphibious, so they can just cross the river anyways.
Can I do like that? Oh, I didn't know.
Yes.
Yes,
so you can do up to 6. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even. Good gravy. All right, so that. I mean, I thought there might be a couple, but you're saying up to 6. And then you're able to say how many rounds to each. Is that?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh wow. Okay, I was not doing this properly. All right.
Yeah, maybe put 40 on that one, and I don't know, on the other one, 60 or what? Because that's the objective.
Okay. Very good. All right.
Did anybody see what took the victory hex up there?
The one single chopper.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why that is a mechanic, but apparently a chopper flying above
Flying
that hex
over it?
is. Yep.
Oh man. All right.
So these guys are just going off or coming on. Hold on. Okay, this guy went off. I think he's gonna be
But the other one is still available. Yep.
okay.
We can
Yeah,
send
well,
them in again if you want. So you can see how that actually works.
Do
Let's
you want
do
me to
that.
do this?
Yep.
And airstrike.
Yes.
Put it right on it.
Yep.
Is that
Oh,
going to
that's
be affected
perfect.
by incoming artillery rounds at all?
No, it won't. No.
Should be all right.
Yeah, murder those people.
Commit, and then now you can set the sort of the area, the discretionary target selection radius. Those are basically the limits the airstrike will.
So that's where you basically say, hey, look here, and then
Yep.
you're getting kind of a visual radius. Okay, I think that seems about right. Or we
Yeah, maybe reduce it to 2.
Okay.
So they don't just target a random whatever unit coming up.
Okay, that looked good.
Oh,
Anything
perfect.
else? Looks like everybody's tasked. This guy's still counter battery. These guys are way down yonder. And their range is like only about like that. Which also begs whether or not we should move these guys again. Well, we're going to go through everything anyway. Okay, so we're good with air support. These guys came on, though, right? We got
They can do the same hunt basically. I would say maybe a little bit further up.
I'm almost thinking we need to do this and then like that.
Well, I don't think you want them flying down that valley though, because
don't we want to get rid of this guy?
Yeah, I'm not sure if the helicopters will attack them though.
Okay, so do this again.
Yeah, and
well, I know I've seen the helicopters attack other helicopters before. So that does work.
You want me to dare get too close here in case they have any? Let's see. Let's look if we got.
Where they have the standoff range, but
they're going to have ADA in that area. You can guarantee it.
But you can just continue along the ridge, and the standoff range will hopefully do its job. Yeah.
Okay.
But what we could do is send this one anti-air team. This one, further to the west.
Like even like
move them up to where that toe
right here
is.
Yeah.
Where that toe unit is.
There or onto the toe. Well, maybe onto the toe.
Hold.
Yes, hold.
Yeah, why not?
Why did Deliberate do that? All right. Kind of don't want that.
Seems to be significantly quicker that way.
Right, but do we want it to do that, though? That's my next question. You want me to try to do a point here to get that to...
Can try.
There we go. Let's see if it mentions how long that'll take.
They won't even arrive. until the end of game.
Okay.
Mm.
Well, we got 2 hours. Oh yeah, you're right. No, it'll be there about an hour ahead. But okay, let's just do that again.
Those helicopters probably
right,
will be there when it gets there.
It's 0400, right? Yeah, okay.
Now let's see what it says. Hold on. Not much better. All right. Leave it at that for now.
Yeah,
All
then
right.
send them through the woods, especially as dawn is arriving.
What's his range? I mean, maybe we don't need to send them all the way.
I just
Looks like if he moved like 2 hexes, he could be in range.
darn it, I did something wrong. How do I
No, all the enemy units disappeared.
Well, I
Yeah.
did it as. Just give me a second. What's that? That's what I did. I was just seeing who could see it. Why am I having so much difficulty showing just the weaponry range? That should show it, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I see it. It's just really faint. It's way up there, right?
That's spotting.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
that's the
the
spotting
spotting.
range. Okay, and the orange one is his weapon range, right?
I can't read it.
It's just a little weird, right?
No, it's spottable. I just can't read it on the screen, but I think it's spottable from or whatever.
Well, right, but that's not what I'm. Right? Yeah, exactly. So let me do something different here. Let's see if we can get it to. See, I don't get the difference between those two. Do you?
Huh. Maybe because they are on the jeeps right now and
That could
can't
be
shoot
it.
off the jeep.
That could be it. I think you're right.
Maybe select the other one. We have one further to the west. Let's check that one in the west, close to the tanks.
Oh yeah, but I'm by the
Yeah, or
tanks.
that one.
There it is. There's the effective maximum.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
You're
that's
right.
plenty of distance. I wonder if you get them out of the jeeps, maybe they have the
Yeah,
range already.
let's check the line of sight from there and the hex above that one. So they can't see them from there, and the one hex up. Nope. The one to the right, the right. That one. Can't see them either. Okay. Yeah, then we have to push them to the edge.
Well, in this case, then you don't need to take them all the way to where that toe is, though. You could take them down here just outside.
Look at that. He's got to take a country drive to get there.
If you take them down outside in this ground outside the town here, in that little valley, because they've got plenty of range. All they need, actually, closer to where they are, there.
They're still not seeing it.
Man.
Yeah, because of the plateau.
I don't know if they're taking into that concealment or not, but
famous plateau effect.
I can put it here.
No, that's I don't know. It's in the open.
Jennifer. Let's see what happens. No.
No, I think it will be quicker and more effective if you just push them up there with a few waypoints. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, that's better. That's still way ahead of when they would have done the other stuff. Okay, cool.
All right.
Did we want to move these guys up at all?
Oh, they're still moving. Well,
They're just going right
I don't
here.
know.
But do we want to
Mhm.
give them further orders because we can't order them for 40 more minutes?
Yeah, the question is, which direction do you want to send them? North or west?
What do they even have in them? Let's see. These are just the mortar ones, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, just one motor.
I mean, I'd say we can kind of just keep them going up to here and not go further than this. What do you
Okay.
think? Have we checked the SOP on this?
I don't think so.
Okay. Right now, their tactical initiative slight. I would think that's fine
Mhm.
for that. Acceptable losses. I'd say it's fine. Taking any losses, maybe.
Well, they're mortars. You probably want them to. You want them to move if they take any fire.
There you go. All right. Push them out a little bit, maximum range.
Yeah, that's just direct fire,
That's
so
just
that
for
doesn't
the.
apply to them. Mhm.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
just their
sorry.
organic weapons.
Yep. All right. There you go.
Mhm.
Interesting.
Yeah, well, that's the off-map battery.
Why is that?
Doesn't matter. I don't know why. Doesn't matter. All right. I think we are ready for another turn.
Mhm.
Okay, here we go. Let me turn this. All right, let's see what happens.
Out of our hands now.
Boom.
Whoa. And that is a target-rich environment right there.
Got a couple.
Tanks. There's their tanks.
Yeah, I'm not quite convinced what the AI is doing there.
Well, you're surprised they haven't pushed in, right?
Yeah, and they are all going across that one crossing point there. Why aren't they spread out?
Or why are they not potentially using their amphibs, right? To get jump across on other points that you're not expecting them to. What's interesting is sometimes the sounds will give you clues that the visuals won't.
Yeah, but it sometimes it's just generic sound, so it's not always accurately depicting the unit.
Sounding a lot like a helo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there it is. Which, oh no, please don't come near here.
Nah, he didn't see him. That helo's out there trying to find out why his guys keep getting hammered. Who is it that's seeing us? We gas this whole area. There shouldn't be anybody here.
Yeah, very unfortunate that we lost direct side onto Hallandorf. makes the artillery fire much more ineffective.
I will be right back. I need to do something for my wife real quick.
Sure.
I'll be right back.
Well, about to lose that Cav Scout unit.
Oh, gone already.
What the heck is our helicopter doing down there? Looks like he's just flying around in circles.
Maybe he's scared of by the hinds.
All right, I am back. What did I miss?
I come back.
I'll feel a lot better when that tank platoon gets into position.
Yeah, maybe we should have actually sneaked up units through the hills again.
I think they're going to come right down the road, right down this valley, right down the road. Now that they've crossed, they're going to go for that 500-point victory location, and then they're going to come straight down this road. And of course, another group of them is going to go the other direction to the other 500 and then the 1500. I think it's pretty obvious they're not going to try to cross that giant wooded hilly terrain because, as we noticed, it would take them, a week just to get across there. I mean, look how long it took just to send those jeeps through there. They don't have that kind of time.
Yeah. I mean, we would have if we had sent our guys across there from the get-go, but no.
Kind of didn't know what we needed to do at that point.
I don't see any point in defending that area because they're not going to come through there. They're going to come straight down the road on both sides of it.
Ask Peter if that's actually the case. Because I sent my Soviets right across that hill.
yeah. Let's not. We don't talk about that.
Well, that's because you're you, Jan. If you were a Soviet commander, you'd never do that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I don't know, Jan, if you had found like a weak point in the.
Yeah, those were just recon forces. So, anyways, the main thrust went through the valley in the south.
Our helicopters don't seem to be progressing very well.
I think it's because our standoff is set a little aggressively there.
Every time he sees those hinds, he backs off and goes all the way.
Our scouts got it.
Oh, you guessed wrong, Ivan.
Okay.
Okay, we need to change that helicopter's instructions,
Yeah.
and we need to now those tanks are up in the have reached their position up there in the north. We need to get them up on the hill.
We're going to put this down to about 2.
hmm
I'm sorry, what was the other change?
The tanks up in the north that we sent up north, they've reached they're almost to their destination. We might as well put them up on that. Where were we going to put them that they could oversee that 1500
All right, hold on.
victory point?
Yeah.
To the north,
Location.
to access to the north, I think.
Yes, along that ridge up there.
There. Or
Oh,
there.
that's a
There. Or
That
there.
might be the safer spot.
I think right there.
hmm Otherwise, if we put them on that nosy thing there to the west, then they'll be fired upon by everybody around.
yeah.
I made it hold, I'm assuming.
Yeah. I mean, that's the question, all right. I think we did see a company of enemy tanks moving onto that 1500 points objective, so this might be a situation where you want to change the SOP for these tanks and then maybe give them a screen order so that they peek across, fire, retire, peek across, fire, retire.
Tactical initiative, you want to make it slight then?
I know, I think moderate initiative is all right. The question would be, do you want to put a standoff range on this platoon of, I don't know, at least two hexes?
2?
No.
3 maybe?
So
Now, if you
3,
put it
if
at
the enemy is on
3,
the objective, yeah, then
yeah,
they will
they'll just
immediately turn around.
All right, so 2. All right.
Yeah.
I put this as maximum, or it was already set that
Yes.
way.
yes.
Yeah, that's all right.
And relocate when taking any losses.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
hmm
I'll go ahead and
Only apply that
Apply to
to
this
that
unit.
that
Yeah.
unit. Yeah. Okay. And then close that and the screen. Yeah. Okay, that's it.
Now, where are you going to put them again? It's that where that number 1 is. What's the LOS
Yeah.
from there? Ah, perfect. Okay. Yeah. Oh, that's sweet. All right.
I'm just going to zoom out just for a second so we can see the whole. I assume these guys are good.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Do we want to move these any further? Let's see where they're going. They're just sitting there.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah, this guy has another little thing, but
Mm-hmm.
again, we got 38 minutes. Do we want these guys to come up further?
Well, what's their
No,
range?
the range is all right. That's
Yeah, their
the
range is already good. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Can already set them up and set them on call.
Yeah, if you want to, just have them just click screen. Okay.
Okay. These guys are on their way here. These guys are on their way up hunting. This guy is just waiting for any goofballs to come down here.
Yep.
Which it looks to me like they're going to. They're going to come right to him.
Well, speaking of that, do we feel like these guys are in a good position still? What is their range is probably out to about here. Wait, these are
Well, we
500.
checked it when we set them up. Remember what's their Their range is more than enough. The question is line of sight. What's their line of sight?
Mhm.
If I remember correctly, though, their line of sight covers the approach to the victory. Yeah, it does. Okay.
Right there. Yeah.
So yeah, they're in a great ambush spot then. So when
So that guy actually has a pretty good up here too. That's pretty
Mhm.
all right. So that's all good.
Yep.
and Jan has
Do we have
nightmares about
another? Huh?
Jan has nightmares about hidden M1s.
Indeed, yeah.
Okay, so I feel like everything. None of this needs to be moved. I don't think. What is this one? This is on a hard carrier. Yeah, we don't
Just
have
the
that.
headquarter. Yeah, they should be all right.
Do these
I guess most of our artillery units need to resupply. Don't know. Do we have another A10 strike, or is that everything we had?
That's it.
Can I go to the fire support center?
Well, should these guys? Oh, these guys are under FSCC. That's this unit.
Yeah, that's the mortar.
Okay, so we can just. I think we can just let them go. This guy is still counter battery.
Mm.
This
They
guy
actually still have.
They still have 30 going on that.
Yeah, that's an on-call. They still get ammunition. Okay. Yeah, I mean,
There's not a lot of FCC going on, which is interesting too.
then take the take the third one there, and I think there should still be units around there on the central objective hex, shouldn't there? Or
We could try it. Throw 30 at it or 40.
or do we want to hit those
The ones
moving
to
to
the
the
north.
1500? Those, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a helicopter.
Right
Elephants. Yeah, maybe. I mean, we could set multiple targets, right?
Right. Here, I'll redo that.
Nope.
Leave it 30. We're kind of running out of it. Leave it 30 because we don't really know.
Mm-hmm. Okay, do we have anything in the close air support? If you scroll down, they are still here and ready to strike.
Maybe.
Well, I guess send one on to the blue
One
500. Yeah, yeah,
Be like
yeah.
one here, one here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sounds good.
And maybe pull it down to 2 or 3. 3's okay.
I think 3 is all right now because we don't have ice on the
Right.
area there.
Same.
Yep.
I think that's it for.
All right.
Let her rip.
All right.
Let's go.
All right. Here we go.
I don't like that helicopter coming over to my tanks. Oh crap.
I'm always so nervous to see that number go down.
We didn't send any ADA over with him either.
Wow. Maybe they're 50 cows on those. Maybe they're pull it off. They're hind D's. considering I just bought the GOG Galaxy version of Pint, I should know all these variants, but I don't. That's a great game, by the way. If you haven't played that, I haven't played that in forever. It's awesome.
We played Halsey last night.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
I just bought it today.
It was we were having fun. It was good.
That looks like a very unique. We'll talk about that at the end here.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely wouldn't mind putting something on myself on that.
There you go. The Apache's ripping something up.
Finally. I wonder if their morale goes up with kills.
Gosh, mine always did.
By the way, we need to do an interview sometime if you're willing to. Oh, cool. That went substantially improved. And I don't know if that was because we took something out.
No, I think that's all scenario specific.
Oh, bless you.
Nice. Thanks.
Oh, the timing of this was impeccable. I'm still a little nervous about this sucker right here.
Me too. I don't like that thing being that close to my tanks.
Back from one. He's like, that guy got lucky, didn't he? Yeah, he did.
Ah.
Uh-oh. Oh, come on. No.
They got one with the 50 cap.
1 for 1. Oh, no.
Oh, he's dropping artillery on it. I don't worry about artillery. I'm worried about those ATGMs.
Mm-hmm.
This could be interesting here. I think the early models didn't have stingers on them, I don't think.
Bounced. Unlucky.
Yeah, we sent him where his ADA is, though.
Mm-hmm. I'm actually a little surprised I didn't prioritize that, but...
Oh. Oh, man. Oh, those choppers are going away anyway. Oh, look at that.
Oops. Drove right into chemical area.
Yeah, but
now we just need to draw it into the enemy troops.
Yeah.
they just killed our tanks.
That was like over a company there, so.
Mm-hmm. Huh.
Well, that was a pretty major miscalculation.
What, that thing you're pushing here?
Hmm. Yeah, we just lost that whole platoon of tanks, and he's got a whole bunch of them right up there. Now the only thing we have that can kill him is those toes.
actually pretty close to the end of the mission.
Mm-hmm. Why are they committing artillery strikes into a single recce team?
Yeah, I don't know why, but could it be that it was the Hind spotting us that kind of made the AI push them this way?
No, I think that the tanks sat there before on the objective, but
Oh, you're right.
oh, and they have built another bridge up north there. Okay, interesting.
Yay! Take them out.
Oh, finally got one.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, the toes.
Yeah,
Missed.
I think they got them.
Well, it's down to one, isn't it?
All right, let's looks like
And
we'll have maybe one
if
or
they
two
kept,
more turns.
yeah, if they kept coming, then those other tanks would clock them.
So this was that.
Okay.
Trying to figure out. Was this the wreck unit that came down here? I don't remember this guy.
Yeah, he's a
No,
cast
they were sitting there from the beginning.
Should we move this wreck at all? To move him a little, like over here, to give a better view here.
He'd never get there alive.
Probably not.
No, but I'm more concerned about those tanks and whatever he's got in that objective area there are more likely. I mean, I don't see those guys moving. They're probably.
I
just
think they are.
there.
The BMPs there are in
Are they
a
moving?
assault move.
Okay. I'm wondering if they're ever going to even come into range of.
I'm wondering if this Apache is actually going to recover potentially by being on the far, and then that could be interesting. We could send him up on a nice little suicide run up here.
Yeah, we need to send them up against that mass of tanks up there.
I guess they need to resupply. The question is, how long do they need to resupply? Can you check that?
That's
Then we could put a delay on that and have them move afterwards, but might be too short of a time frame.
No.
5:30.
He's not going to get up there.
Nope.
What's interesting is I didn't realize that his orders stuck. Did you see that? That's kind of interesting.
Yeah, that's because of the hunt order.
Yeah.
And we don't have any more. We don't have any more A-10 strikes, do we?
No, no. Those were only. There were only two segments of. Oh, wait a minute. No, they're here.
I think the lower one is back in action.
They're both.
Well,
oh yeah, you're correct. So why don't we
hit those tanks with that?
Yeah, hold on. Let's.
Yeah, we can.
I just need a little bit. There we go.
I mean, if they're gonna do us the favor of coming down that road, let's introduce them to the mistake they're making.
And this is it right here, right?
Yes.
Tighten it up or no? Just that should be okay, right? I think.
Yeah, it should be fine, just in
maybe-
case they moved.
Yeah, yeah.
Even more. Pump it up with one more.
Make it.
Oh, I
make
think
it
the
2.
maximum is 3.
That's fine.
Could reduce to 2.
All right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. I think that's before we leave this. These guys are still resupplying. Although they're at 71% ammo, should I just call them in because of the time? I mean, I don't understand why they're. Is that
I
forced?
mean, we
Let's
can
see what
try.
happens.
Why not?
Let's see what happens here.
Hmm.
There we go.
All right.
All right. So that's going to be fun.
And we have artillery available.
This one is.
Yeah, we could also use the counter battery because they haven't shot a single shell.
Should probably pound these guys that are about to enter. What is that? Schlauserdorf?
That's right here.
Schlammersdorf.
Right here.
Schlammersdorf. Sorry.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
tank detected. It is a tank detected. That's good. All right. Let me
Yeah, I
just.
said it was, yeah. There.
And then maybe 40-40.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. No reason to save them. Might as well use them all.
Right. Exactly. All right. So that's good. So that was this guy, and you're saying not pull these guys off counter. Oh wait.
Yeah,
pull these guys off.
that one, yes.
All right. So let's barrage same area or down here.
This up here on the far upper left-hand corner. What is that? Is that a HQ?
Probably is an HQ. I could do that.
It could be
how
enemy
impactful would
artillery,
that be?
or it could be the forward air resupply point.
Yeah, I just don't know how.
Oh yeah,
Let's
that's where his hind was going in that direction.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Put one. Yeah, put one strike down there, and then maybe, I don't know, just a few along the ice there to the other objective, which we are still holding.
Like right here.
Yeah, because they are moving along that road, so somebody.
We got a lot of them. Hell, maybe that's. I don't know about how many to put on that one though, right?
Which one? On the,
60
on the FARP or the other one?
Either maybe about 60 on that one.
Yeah, blow the hell out of
40
that
on the
FARP.
first.
Let's take those helicopters out.
I just don't know if that'll. All right. So be it.
No, let's try.
We don't have much time left anyway.
That's right. They don't have much time left.
Yeah. So these mortars, though, we can fire into that area too.
I think they're doing either that or currently they're doing on-call missions.
Just let them be.
Yeah, I think so.
Let's
Mortars are pretty good with support fire.
And they're a lot more flexible, a lot quicker.
All right. We'll just let them do that.
Yep.
All right.
The only question would maybe be, do we want to have the Taus in the northeast move a little bit closer, or just have them sit there? Can you show us the line of sight?
Check their line of sight. Let's see what part of the road they're going to be able to see.
Down there. Okay.
More of the range, though.
We should actually already be able to fire. What's their SOP range setting?
Here's the.
Should be maximum, right?
Oh, sorry.
That's medium, yeah. Let's put it on max.
For max.
Yep. Yeah, why not?
At this point, put them to use, right? All right.
Yep.
That's that. Let's take that out of the way.
Well, if that one was set on medium, check this one down here as well.
Well, we just set them all max.
Set them all.
Wait, you want to see the line of sight? You mean? Yeah, there's not. Well, there.
He's got the same area, but check his range. Is he firing medium or max?
It should be max. I just changed it on the
Oh, it is? Okay, never mind.
Yeah, I just changed it on the type, so it
Mhm.
took on all three of them.
Good deal.
Um,
Well, hopefully those guys will have made it that far, because that would be a hell of a good
I think my only
crossfire.
other question is, do we want to leave these guys here or move them a little? Just leave them there, I think.
Just leave them.
This guy, okay.
So far,
here.
the enemy has wasted most of his
He's got
artillery
really
trying
good-
to find them.
Yeah, he's got really good visibility here. So, Toes here. He's been doing some work here on these guys.
Yep.
I think this has been pretty good. I think this has worked pretty well here.
Mhm.
We got a little bit. We got hit pretty hard here. But,
Well, they haven't been challenged, have they?
all right, I think that's. I'm going to say start, but
Yep. Let's go.
let's take some of these off and go. And this is pretty much going to be the end of it. What's your guesstimate about our conclusion here? I'm thinking probably minimal victory or minimal loss.
It really depends because they have how many points? 3,000 points already with the objectives.
It's really a matter of how many points we got for all the things we took out.
Mhm.
I mean, personally, I feel like, yeah, whatever it says, I don't care. You know what I mean? I feel like we've done pretty good.
The tower's dueling with the Heinz now.
He's scooting. That was pretty funny. It would be kind of nice to add a little bit of radio call.
Oh, he took him out.
It was a 1-for-1.
They're still leaving their position, which is unfortunate.
Come on, where are those A10s? You know, except for the tank platoon that we foolishly moved up there, we haven't gotten any core unit hit.
Right.
The only thing-
Not going to get we're definitely not going to get the infamous lost everything but 30%.
Yeah, the only thing they've managed to hit really has been the Cav Scouts,
Yep.
and they're expendable.
Don't tell that to a scout.
I used to tell it to him all the time. I used to tell it to him all the time just before I closed the hatch on my tank.
Thanks for taking it, buddy.
You guys stay in front of my vehicle. You're expendable. Well, the sergeant, the old sergeants used to say, just you keep in mind, you know, that tank's worth $6 million and you're not.
Please, let's do it. Please, where are the A10s?
Yeah, before they are leaving.
Yeah, I think maybe we should have left it on 3 hexes. Oh, he's moved ADA in there though. Or he has some ADA in there. Well, I was really hoping they were going to start coming down that road, but they did not.
With all the pocket marks, I don't know if much is alive still on that road.
I'm very curious to see the map without the fog of war in the end.
Oh, here they come. Oh, shot down.
Oops.
Yikes. Oh, but the other ones are in. Man, they sent their tanks to go find that Cav Scout unit. They were really annoyed by those guys.
There we go.
Oh, I think we're gonna
Yeah,
do
I
some
got a couple.
damage here. do some serious damage here.
Oh wow, they attack every unit. You see that?
Mhm.
Yeah, I think they're rightfully biting out.
And here comes artillery onto it. Or mortar. It's probably mortar fire. Yeah, it's probably the on-call mortar.
All right, looks like we have like what 5 minutes worth of procedure here. Let it go. Just let it go.
Yeah,
or-
just immediately.
Yeah, not much else we can do now. We're committed. Oh, here come our Apaches.
rounds. Yeah. I think we did. There we go. A contested result. That's about what I thought we'd get.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
not bad.
All right, 77% of the original. Not bad. 91%.
Yeah, 91% by numbers, 77
That's
by
actually-
victory
yeah, I mean,
points. That's because the
Yeah.
Apaches and the Abrams are valuable targets.
Right.
So what did we destroy? 31 tanks, 39 BMPs. Okay.
Let me see if there's any other stats we get here. Oh boy, that's everything right there. Here's the butcher's bill. We took out their wreck pretty significantly. You see that? We took out 33 to 36 of their tanks versus us loss of
That-
10.
More than half their tanks.
Yeah, that's pretty. I think that's a pretty reasonable result on that.
Or is no, that's not right. I'm sorry, I'm reading that wrong, am I? It's 36
Yeah,
out of
this is-
with 67 remaining.
Yeah,
Is that,
about
okay,
half.
so it's not half, but
They definitely took a proportionate amount of our tanks just from that little
from that
stumble
one
there.
platoon, yes. That was such a mistake.
Awesome. I don't know if I can, just for the sake of, let me see if I can save it and send you it just in case you want to look at the stats. All right, cool. I think that's all she wrote. Let me stop my screen.
Can you show us the map one more time with just the overview so that we can see the remaining units?
Mhm.
There you go. Everything up there. Okay. Well, interesting that they didn't really commit to a push into the west.
No, not at all.
Just a
Yeah.
few units there.
Well, a few that are left, right? Because we
What
killed
was
the other
weird-
ones.
Yeah,
What I
maybe.
found weird
maybe.
about the stats we just saw is we have 11 tanks left here. So I don't understand why we're seeing. How do we get to that again? That's a good question. Maybe HQ has it. No.
What do you want to see?
Yeah, there
No.
we go. It's under the
Mhm.
information. So this doesn't make sense right here. Or that's how many are operational? That's
So
Yeah,
we
that's
had
how-
14, we lost 4, 10 are operational.
okay. All right. Never. I was looking at it wrong. I think I did the same thing John did before.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, when I was looking at the NATO, I flipped it in my eyes. All right. Yeah, but that's still not accurate because there's there's 11. There's 11 of
Yeah, maybe one of their unit, those units is the headquarter, right? So
Yeah,
maybe
okay.
they're
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's counted
Yeah,
under
oh,
HQ.
Yeah, okay. I'm sorry. Yep, that's it. Sorry.
Only 2 tanks in there.
We got some of their Sparty here. Okay. Anything else you want me to show you?
No. So
We didn't lose a single infantryman.
Well,
where the
yeah,
recon?
right. We lost some rack, but
They don't count as
So what
infantry.
about-
Those
what
are
about the
cav
appro-
scouts.
Now that you see the enemy approach, would you have made any different decisions concerning the setup?
I mean, what was our original? I can't remember what we were talking about. I'll look back at it, but I mean, what was our decision point to do this? It was just we thought we'd have more concealment in that regard. You know what I'm saying? Like, was this a surprise that we lost? The surprise was just the fact that they had so many, more than anything.
Yeah, we didn't want to risk pushing too far.
Right.
Yeah, early on. Which
Yeah.
was not necessarily a bad idea since they dropped chemical weapons all over the whole area.
Yep.
What do we think? What would we have done differently? Maybe just inched them up a little bit and just left them like right here and just kind of like called it. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if the result.
I can't remember what our starting zone was. There was only so far that we could go.
That's true.
I personally think if we went any further, I think we did pretty well holding a line.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I thought this was good. I thought this worked very good. I thought this was as good as we could have done with the reconnaissance units. I thought we did pretty reasonably with the Apache. I think once we saw it cower from the recon height, maybe one turn worth of resetting its standoff distance might have helped. That's about it. But I think otherwise we did about as good as we can really have thought to do. I can't think of anything we did absolutely wrong.
Yeah, I'm wondering whether the deployment in Forchheim is too conservative because they don't have any objectives down there, so it's really unlikely for them to move down there.
Sure. I mean, I think we were kind of treating this as the reserve, really.
Yeah.
But
problem there, though, is again with the starting zone as it was, plus those are infantry, those are mech infantry units. Moving them up would have just made them targets.
Yeah, exactly.
Basically, I mean, they'd have got hit by artillery, chem strikes, and helicopters plus tanks.
I'm wondering if we should have moved this one, but I don't know. We kept checking that one. It seemed to have a pretty good line of sight, but I just don't.
It does. It has a great line of sight if they move from that location towards Florsheim. But since they never did, it's like where we had the toes up here and those tanks that we moved, we should never have moved. Those tanks we should have had those tanks and those toes probably set up a little closer, as close as we could get,
maybe to here.
Yeah, with some kind of line of sight on the objective.
Right.
Because the reason they got toasted was because we were moving them, and not if they had been sitting still when the enemy got there, they would have murdered those guys.
What I can do is I can give you the save files for each turn if you want to kind of change what we did there, and see what happens. That's fine. I'll give you the files in case you want to experiment with that a little bit. But I don't think we could have done much better. We could have lost maybe. We could have saved that platoon. I think that's probably the ultimate difference.
And I think that's also a good example that from a game perspective, you would probably wanted to put the infantry, I don't know, where could they have been effective instead of the tanks in the west, probably, and then have the tanks
here
sort of engage the enemy or whatever. I think, but it's just too risky, yeah.
Right, we fundamentally thought that they would send a pretty good amount here, or at least.
Yep. Yeah. So from a military perspective, that's.
I don't know how intelligent the AI is to do feints or whatever. You know what I mean? I just don't know what else. I don't know if they could have done much else to prove that they were intending to split their forces or not. I mean, I thought just based on the helos coming down there that did throw me off a little bit, right? I thought that they were going to do a little bit more over here, and we knew that pretty early. But maybe that was, I don't know how much, mil deck and military deception they're capable of. So interesting.
Yeah, we also killed a lot of the ones that might have been tasked to go that direction.
Sure.
Because there were a lot of the guys that got clobbered at the bridge crossing.
Right. And let's take a, I don't know if it's this one or not. I don't know where that's probably the bulk of what we took out here. And that was a pretty good amount. And that's a pretty good amount right there. Look at that.
Yeah, there's not much left of their infantry.
Cool. All right. I think we'll call it there.
Yep.
And that was fun. I'll come out of my camo now. So yeah, great time. What I might do is we'll upgrade to that next version you were talking about, and maybe we'll just do like a short little whatever 1 or 2 turn thing like we did before, just to kind of get a look at it or something. If you all want to at some point. I'm out of town next weekend, so sometime I'll just ping y'all. We'll schedule sometime down the road.
All right.
Cool.
Well, they're awesome. in the picture above your head. You can see the weapons that took out that high.
Right. These were also the guys that got taken out, right? Almost.
You get the 50 cal, and then you got the loaders, and then the gunner would have used his main gun on that hind as well. I can remember one time early on when I was a gunner, and we were on an exercise, and the exercise had just they came over the radio. Okay, exercise is live. We're on. Okay, and some brigadier general was flying around in a Huey. He was the Op Corps commander. He was flying around in a Huey, and he was like observing, looking at the lines and everything, doing a little recon in a Huey, and they were flying low, and they were just buzzing around. We were sitting on the military crest of a hill, deep in the woods, so we're totally camouflaged, right? We're sitting in there, and I'm sitting in my chair, and I can see this helicopter. He's like buzzing right in front of me, and he keeps going back and forth. So finally, I said to my TC commander, "Hey, can I take a shot at this guy?" And he said, "Yeah, go ahead." And I let one loose, and you have a Hoffman device which makes a simulated boom, above the main gun, and we're using miles gear, so it's the laser thing, right? And I went boom, and his little light came on the bottom of the helicopter.
Oh, that's awesome. Advanced laser tag, right?
It caused a chain of recriminations and reports and everything else. I mean, we had to write up reports as to why we fired the shot and everything else. But the brigadier general got chewed out from his higher command and from the umpires because he was too stupid. He should never have been flying around in that helicopter himself. So they took him out of the exercise. He was killed.
That's awesome. That's a hot watch I wouldn't want to get.
But yeah, I took that helicopter out with the main gun. So yeah, you can do it.
Awesome. All right, everybody. Have a good one. And that was fun. That was a lot of fun. It's a great game.
Yep.
It's a very
great time.
Thank
you.
It's one of the more relaxing war games out there. I don't know how to describe it.
It's not relaxing for Jan. You see the anxiety in his face.
Well, I mean, it's like it's definitely not. It's very much macro management, which I like a lot.
Yeah.
And keeping an eye on how they're going to react and stuff. It's very interesting. It's a very good game. All right, y'all. Have a good one.
All right. You too,
See
sir.
ya,
Thank
bye-bye.
you.